Hey, this is Matt once again. There's another request for James. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting type of videos, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And this is another wrestling match that he wanted me to review. Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes at the last WrestleMania. Because he had wanted me to do Roman and Rock versus Cody and Seth, which I talked about that. I already run into my thoughts on wrestling, so I won't repeat that. If you want to know, feel free to watch that video. So Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. I would say I like this more than Roman and Rock versus Cody and Seth. I would say other than Royal Rumble, I love that type of match. I like one-on-one preferred over tag team, with the exceptions. Once again, when you watch the whole thing, it's like an hour long. Damn, no wonder like people get antsy. If just this one match, you see the whole thing is like damn hour. This is 19 minutes to start the damn match. 19 minutes for them to go out and look how awesome it is. Okay, I don't care about your entrance. Cool. Ultimate Warrior, despite his issues, he had it. He runs out, great theme, chase the ropes, let's get started. Not 19 minutes to start the damn match. I do like the package about Roman and Cody and Rock and what all happens. Very well edited together. For someone like me who doesn't follow the product as closely as others, it's helping me get up to date as to what's going on. Where the last WrestleMania, Roman beat Cody with the help of other people, and Cody was devastated. The Rock came in and started slapping, beating up Cody. Cody wanted revenge, teaming up with Seth. Here, because of what happened the previous night, now it's bloodline rules, and in other words, anything can happen and is legal. And that's the thing I was saying, is that with the match where you saw bits of Roman and Cody, the highlights you see again here, so it feels like a repeat. So okay, he drops down, Cody dropping down and doing the punch, which I can't remember. Was it the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase who did that, or no? Maybe not. I'm thinking of the punch he does this and he falls all the way down. So it wasn't him. I forget who it was. Someone else had dropped down and does that punch up. I forget who it was though. But I do like that bit. And this one, I thought the back and forth between the two was a bit tighter. I was a bit more involved. They did all the gimmicks. You got the kendo stick, which he's beating on Cody. Then Cody's able to get the kendo stick back. I like Cody suplexing Roman on the table. Roman gives Cody a power bomb, and also like a perfect plex. Like, he does Mr. Perfect's finishing move, which I'm like, does Roman Reigns do that? Does he usually give perfect plexes where, again, it's Mr. Perfect's finishing move where it's a suplex, but he holds it there and has the guy's leg hooked in, so the guy has to kick out and kick through the arms that's holding the leg. I'm like, why is he doing a perfect plex? Again, is that something Roman Reigns usually does? I'm a noob when it comes to wrestling today. So I thought that was weird. Cody's able to give a few kicks in retaliation, and they both do a clothesline, which that's a common thing in wrestling. Hell, Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior clothesline each other. There's other big events where they clothesline each other and they're both down, and who's going to get back up. So, that's a typical move to do. I did like Cody avoiding the spear and giving the scoop slam. Which, he avoided the spear in the previous night. And we saw that scoop slam again. So that's what I mean. Because we just saw this in night one, it doesn't feel as fresh. Because, like, the highlights, for the most part, we already saw in night one. With Cody and Roman and other stuff. So, we saw Cody avoiding the spear. We saw Cody giving the slam the scoop slam, and it doesn't feel as refreshing. Now, if it's something we haven't seen for 3 months or a year, that's another thing. When something you haven't seen the night before, to me, an hour before, it doesn't seem as special. But I did like it. I thought Cody did a better job doing the bounce off the rope cutters here than he did just the other night. It seemed like he missed a couple times. It seemed like here he did a better job aligning that. Of course, both doing their, Roman does Cody's finishing move, the crossroads. Cody avoids the Superman punch and does the elbow and the bionic elbow like his dad. Again, that would have felt more special if we didn't see that the night before. But again, if you've seen it, it's like, oh, we're watching a repeat. It felt like we're already watching a repeat the next night. The punch, the elbow, again, it's one thing if, it's been a week or a month or 3 months, but the next night, but again, I thought it was, in the 20 minutes they had a match, I liked that part. Okay, they had their back and forth, they get their moments to shine. Either, again, Roman doing Cody's finishing move on him, or Cody doing the bionic elbow like his dad did, or that was cool. Doing each other's moves. Cody does a spear, just like Roman had done the crossroads on him. Cody does a spear on Roman. So think of it as an hour. The first 20 minutes is a little bit of the package, and we go into the ring and entrance. We're finally getting started 19, 20 minutes in. Then we have the match, 20 minutes. I liked that part. To me, that was the best part of it. I wish that was the only thing. I do. Maybe that's why I'm so used to older matches back in the day. Here, it's like a gimmick on a gimmick on a gimmick, a hat on a hat on a hat. Where the last 20 minutes, I know people loved it. It killed it for me. It's like Macho Man Randy Savage when he had WrestleMania 4. And okay, you're going to see Macho Man in the tournament, and he's fighting against $1 Million Man. Ted DiBiase. I think that was who he was fighting against. But then it's, here's the Hulk fighting against Andre, and Hulk and Andre, and Hulk saves Macho from Andre, and it's all about Hulk. And here it was like, it's the Usos, and they're fighting each other. And then John Cena comes in, because The Rock came in. And then, John Cena comes in, and he does some stuff. Then The Rock comes in. And then John Cena gets his ass whipped by The Rock. Which I was surprised by, that John Cena was able to say, okay, I'm going to get my ass whipped by The Rock. Great, I don't like John Cena. I never liked John Cena. I never cared for him. So, great. A guy I don't like to be one of the worst wrestlers that got that high up of popularity. Really, one of the reasons why I stopped watching wrestling in the first place is I would click like, who's the top guy? This guy? He could barely do moves right. He can't sell for squat. I don't care for his look. I think his promos suck. His rapping sucked. This is the top guy? Fuck this. I'm not watching anymore. So the guy that drove me, one of the reasons that drove me away from wrestling, his sorry ass, with his fading hair, might as well shave the shit, join the club, buddy. I know it's balding, just go all the way. Fading movie star, meet another fading movie star. So these two fading movie stars, face to face, that I'd give a rat's ass about, and The Rock beats Cena. That's the only thing I could praise. Rock uses 85 steroid up muscles to defeat Cena. And then you hear the gong, and it goes to black, and it's the Undertaker music. Undertaker pops up, does kind of a weak looking choke slam that took out The Rock. Now, from what I understand, there was talks that it was supposed to be Stone Cold Steve Austin. I've heard that Either A, he wanted too much money, or B, he wanted to be paid as much as The Rock was, or C, I don't know. But if Stone Cold Steve Austin was there, I would have been more gun ho about this gimmick stuff. I would have. Because I know Undertaker and The Rock have a history, but Stone Cold Steve Austin would have made much more sense. And that, I mean, I like Undertaker, but again, if it was Stone Cold Steve Austin, and if you heard the glass break, and Rock turns and his eyes wide open, and Steve Austin comes up, does the middle finger, the stunner, Rock does his sell, goes off, the roof would have blown off, and that would have been a great WrestleMania moment. I know to people it already is, but the guy that retired him, The Rock, WrestleMania 19, which I know Steve has had a couple matches, one with Kevin Owens, I think, and maybe another one, I don't know. But still, the guy who retired him, I'm going to screw him over. Who's the one guy that should screw over The Rock? Steve Austin. So it's kind of like, oh, well, here's a run-up as Undertaker. He's a fan favorite. Okay, Just didn't do it for me. I know it did for other people, but for me, I'm like, whatever. I wasn't hyped about it. And just maybe, all the gimmick stuff, if it was Steve Austin, I would have been, let it go. When it's not, it just bothers me even more. So the Taker chokes Rock, choke slam. Roman has the chair, decides to hit Seth. I guess it's payback for something before. Again, I didn't follow wrestling in that era, so I didn't 100% get the link. I'm assuming Seth at one point hit Roman, and I don't know the details because I didn't, The era of wrestling I grew up with was 80s, 90s, late 90s type of stuff. Cody does the crossroads 3 times. Pin 1, 2, 3. Let's celebrate till the cows come home. More than likely in a year from now, as I'm talking, he probably won't be champion. I'm sure already people are calling him a boring champion because very rarely does a champion get to last that long unless someone like Vince McMahon deemed it appropriate. So I know Cody's the champion. Whether he's going to have any good matches, any good rivals, any good rivalries, stories, I don't know. Seems like more often than not, it's not the case, but hey. For those who are under it, hopefully you get... I don't mind Cody Rhodes. I don't mind his look. I don't mind some of his moves. I don't mind his finishing move. I saw the one promo he did against CM Punk. That seems really good promo. I know people hate CM Punk. I do like CM Punk. He's not the best wrestler, but I think he's a fantastic talker. I think he's got the it factor. He may be a dick, but I'm kind of a dickhead as well, so I guess I can understand that. I can see a bit myself in him in that way. But yeah, Roman versus Cody, I like the 20-minute match. As fine. Take you so long for it to start, and then all the gimmicks, and it's like, this guy comes, we gotta make it big, 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 and we got John Cena, we got Undertaker, we got the Usos, we got a partridge in the pear tree, and we got a Jello Kool-Aid man jumping, oh yeah, out of the goddamn wall. It's like, whatever, I could do without it. That's just me. I know people that made it more memorable. It just would have been another boring match. Well, to me, again, if I'm... Unless it's like a favorite of mine, like Stone Cold Steve Austin or such. I'm like, I'd rather just have the match. And have Cody be a strong winner where he's overcoming the odds and he proves he's a champion. And he got bruised and battered and beaten. I didn't like Steve Austin versus Bret Hart. He lost, but at the same time he proved his worth. His blood's coming down. He's trying to get out of it. He passed out, but he didn't quit. Boom. Okay, that proved who he was as that kind of guy. I don't know if this proved that Cody Rhodes was the top guy. It's just that he's another guy, and there's a lot of kerfluffle at the end, and now he's the champion, and we'll see how long that lasts until there's a new flavor of the month, and they plug him into it, whoever that may be. But anyway, it is what it is. That's just me. So thanks for watching. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye for now.